Good afternoon. This is the Thursday, September 6th, 2018 meeting of the Athens City Planning Commission. 4 members are present, 1 is absent. A quorum has been established. Is there anyone in the audience who intends to speak or address the Planning Commission today? No? Okay. Disposition of minutes. I'll second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
I abstain.
Okay, 3 in favor, 1 abstention, and 1 absentee. Cases today, case number 18-09, Devil's Kettle, 97 Columbus Road, application for a revocable license patio in the right-of-way. Good afternoon, Mr. Surroy. Do you want to introduce this?
Yes, good afternoon, commissioners and public. This application is for a revocable license in a public right-of-way for Devil's Kettle Brewing. The applicant is requesting a revocable license for the use of public right-of-way in the Devil's Kettle Brewing, 97 Columbus Road, Athens. The applicant is requesting approval for the use of approximately a 20 by 24 concrete pad as part of an existing larger zoning-approved patio. In reviewing the Athens County Auditor's report card, it was noted that the right-of-way and the property lines provide a unique notch off the corner of the Columbus Road and Terrace Drive. During the construction, it was thought that patio fell within the property lines. Facts, the applicant is Devil's Kettle Brewing. Cameron Fuller is the owner. Right-of-way property owner is the City of Athens. Location of the property is 97 Columbus Road, Athens. The property consists of several parcels. The affected parcel on the end is A as in alpha 0282-0000-3300. We had a staff review. I had just a comment that the patio is approximately 15 feet from the edge of the road, which is okay. Fire Department Chief Reimer was okay. Police Department Captain Ralph Harvey, okay. EPW Robert Heedy, okay. City Planner Paul Logue, okay. Service Director Andy Stone, okay. This is in the B3. They only have 32% putting all the lots together. They really only have 32% of their land coverage. So that's to go forward up to, if approved, go forward to council for approval.
Thank you very much. Are there any questions to Mr. Surroy? Okay. Thank you. Is there a motion to...
I move.
I'll second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. So that's 4 in favor, 1 absentee. Communications. There's nothing to report today. Report from the city planner, Mr. Logue.
Just a few things to reiterate what I reported at our last Planning Commission meeting. There are a series of online surveys available to the public to help out with our comprehensive planning. Those surveys will be available until October 7th, so interested citizens still have about a month to go, actually a month and a day to participate in that. We are starting our corridors planning towards the end of September. We're going to be working in concert with the consultants hired for the roadway improvement project for Stimson Avenue, so we're going to start there. And I anticipate having a off-campus housing meeting working directly with students as a workshop in early October. I think we're going to do at least 2 or 3 ways to approach that, one of which is that an urban planning faculty member at the university is extended an offer for us to utilize her class for one of the periods, for a 90-minute period, so we can work directly with about 30 or 40 students, all of them being, I think, a junior as a minimum, so juniors, seniors, and some grad students. And then we're looking at doing some sort of an open house, either at the front room coffee shop, and maybe ideally doing something in one of our off-campus neighborhoods. We're looking to see if we can find a location near Palmer Street to have something in the evening, get students to come in, give us some feedback on what they think about their neighborhoods and what they think about Athens. And that should be, once we have that student engagement component done in these corridors, we're then going to be moving into really writing the draft of the plan. So, only other issue I would like to report is that you may have seen in the local media that there is that might be relevant to the Planning Commission is that there are constituents, unincorporated residents of the county of Athens Township that are looking at zoning for portions of the Plains area. And among other things, that will be a point of discussion at the Regional Planning Commission at next Thursday's meeting on September 13 at the OSU Extension Office. And I imagine this is going to be something that will be reported on for probably a while as we work through these issues. That's all. Thank you.
Well, one of the things that was in the newspaper was about annexation to the city of Athens specifically.
Right. Yeah.
As a potential approach.
Yeah, we'd have to, there's a lot of land between to make connections. There's a lot of real estate there, and the administration and the Planning Commission and the City Council would have to look long and hard about that as to the pros and cons of doing so. But that's been discussed for off and on for a long time.
It has, and the thing that often concerns me is one, utilities, but two, safety services, and
right.
Making an expansion that large. But it's an interesting conversation on the same.
Yeah.
You also have a new intern, do you not? That's working for you now?
I do. Yeah.
Highly qualified, or someone who's more qualified than the person was a year ago.
Yes, we have an intern, Alicia Lundy Morse. She started last week, and she's an urban planning student at Ohio University. She'll be working with us at least through this school year. And we have charged her, among other things, with really working towards getting that student engagement piece for the comprehensive plan. So she's going to really work on that for us. And she's already has us plugged in with a meeting with Ohio University Student Senate. Their off-campus engagement or their off-campus organization, to have a meeting with them to better understand it, having discussions about doing a presentation for Student Senate, and then also working with the Office of Off-Campus Residence Life. So it's a very good fit. Thank you, Mayor.
Any other comments for Mr. Loeb? Thank you. Mr. Suroy?
Maybe she'd like to spend a day with code.
Good idea.
It is.
Good idea.
Yep. Just a couple things. The next meeting, September 20th, I will not be present. I'm attending the Southeast Ohio Tree Care Conference in Athens, actually, ODNR, but it's an all-day affair. But having said that, we'll have a communications I'm hoping to have a communications for 65 North Court, which is the Cornwell Properties. If you recall, they came back in 2016. It's the old historical building, and they were trying to put a boutique hotel type situation there. This submitted some preliminary plans that I reviewed, not in too much depth, but hopefully I'll get the full set of plans and we'll have them available. They should be able to just at least do a communication of the project. And that's all I have.
Any comments?
Just a question. I know that I did send an email to both your staff and CC'd you in on the Keep America Beautiful. They have a steering committee for an event that's going to take place here in Athens. I believe it's November 14th. And that is the Glitter Summit, which is going to be hosted here in Athens.
That's correct. George Nowicki and Michelle Fish will probably both be participating.
Wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else there? Okay. Again, there's apparently no one in our live audience who wishes to address the commission today. Announcements and other business?
I have one announcement, and I don't know if this will likely become before the Planning Commission itself, maybe in the future, but the Council has recently adopted or at least through ordinance, has authorized city staff to enter into an MOU with Drive Ohio in looking at autonomous shuttles. And again, it's just to enter into a higher level of conversation about what could happen in the city. Could we become a test site for autonomous vehicles, and currently trying to scope out what a 2 to 3 mile loop, where it might go, what it might look like in the city of Athens, but more to come on that. It's kind of exciting to sit and think that we could possibly be a site to test an autonomous vehicle in the city of Athens in the future.
Anything else?
I added autonomous vehicles to Pete Gottis's, Councilmember Gottis's proposed complete streets legislation as road users. So if we're looking to the future from a planning perspective, that should probably be reflected.
Good idea.
I have another, I do have one announcement that the commission may be interested in. On Monday, the administration is bringing forward to City Council some changes to metered parking regulations and the code here in the city to support some necessary changes that we identified in Planner Logue's parking study, uptown parking study that was done over really the last year. And there should be some major upgrades and improvements that we really want to roll out around the first of the year. And the first step in that legislatively is going to take place on Monday night. So that's something we're pretty excited about. That's all I have. Thank you.
Okay. Our next meeting will be September 20th, 2018. With the business of the Athens City Planning Commission completed, this meeting stands adjourned.
Thank you.